another episode of Sacred Harmony, where wellness meets wisdom. Today's guest is a trailblazer in the world of holistic health, Paul Barattiero. With over 20 years of experience pioneering molecular hydrogen therapy, Paul's work is redefining how we approach inflammation, oxidative stress, and gut brain health. Founder of Echo Water, Paul's journey into hydration therapy was personal, born from a deep desire to help his wife overcome debilitating health challenges. What started as research became Ravi. Through the power of hydrogen water, he witnessed her recovery from severe anemia and chronic issues that conventionally medicine couldn't solve. Since then, he's made it his mission to educate, innovate, and empower people to harness this natural healing tool for detoxification, brain health, immunity, and longevity. So, if you have ever wondered how water could be more than hydration, how it could be medicine, this conversation is for you. Welcome to the show, Dr. Paul. It's an honor to have you.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here.
Mhm. So, Paul, your journey began with your wife's health crisis. Can you share what that turning point looked like and how it led you to hydrogen water?
Sure. So I've been married 31 years now, and the first 10 years of our marriage, my wife had poor health, really sick. She had thyroid issues, gynecological issues, anemia, and many, many issues going on. And so I was looking for any way to help her. And some friends of ours um, took us on a cruise with them on a cruise ship, and they brought water with us on this cruise. And this water really helped my wife because the first day of the cruise was her first day of her menstrual cycle. And so we thought she would be in bed, stuck in the cabin for 7 days of the 9-day cruise. But within a day and a half after drinking this water they brought, she was able to participate in the cruise. And I asked them, what is in this water? What's going on in the water? And they said, we don't know what's going on in the water, but it's helped all these people, and we just are giving it to you to use while you're on the cruise. Well, I went back after it really helped my wife. I didn't think about it much anymore. And 6 months later, my wife's menstrual cycle was normal. Everything was, feeling better. And so I had to do research on what was in this water. And so I started doing a research that took me about a year and a half, 2 years total, to figure out that hydrogen could help people, but there was no hydrogen in the water that these people gave me. But the ORP of the water was negative instead of positive. And so I started, trying to figure out what would happen if we actually had the hydrogen in the water. And what we found is that the benefits are even far more. And so that's really how I came to know that hydrogen in water can help people very, very dramatically.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, what surprised you the most in your early research?
It just surprised me that hydrogen had so many benefits in the human body, having to do with the way the brain works, the way our immune system works, our mitochondrial function, energy production in the body, hormone, all kinds of different things, cholesterol levels, blood pressure, heart, diabetes, cancer, Parkinson's, just so many things surprised me.
It's so moving to hear how love and necessity sparked a breakthrough.
Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely.
Mhm. Let's get into the science. How exactly does hydrogen water act as a selective antioxidant?
So hydrogen is a selective antioxidant, and what that really means is that it does not function like a normal antioxidant, which would be an electron donor. Hydrogen does not have an extra electron. Hydrogen modulates pathways in the body, and therefore there's an antioxidant effect. But what makes it selective is the fact that hydrogen gas, H2 gas, only reacts with cytotoxic or cell damaging oxygen radicals in the body. So the worst of the radicals in the body that affect health negatively are the things that hydrogen reacts with. So things like hydroxyl radicals, which are the most cell damaging radical in the human body, hydrogen modulates and stops the production of hydroxyl radicals. And that's really what the selective part means, is that it only goes after the bad stuff in the body and doesn't um, react with or affect the positive radicals in the body.
Mhm. So, why is selective such a key word here compared to other antioxidants?
Yeah, that's what I just said. So it's selective because it only reacts with the bad radicals and not the good radicals.
Right. That distinction between good and harmful free radicals is mind blowing and often overlooked.
Yes. And
So,
people aren't used to it because typically people take antioxidants, and an antioxidant is an electron donor. The problem is once the electron is donated, then it becomes a pro-oxidant, which becomes a problem in the body. So with hydrogen, this doesn't happen.
mhm, right. So, we hear a lot about the gut brain connection. How does hydrogen water support both systems?
So hydrogen will stimulate gastric ghrelin, which is a master hormone in the body that goes up to the brain to change cognitive function and normalization of brain, plasticity of the brain, all these things. And so it is hydrogen that is stimulating ghrelin secretions to go to the hippocampus, the hypothalamus, and the brain stem. So that's how it affects brain. When it comes to cholesterol, and that is affected because hydrogen reduces oxidative stress and inflammation in the body. And so the cholesterol is no longer needed as a patch in the veins and vessels of the body.
Mhm, makes sense. So, can you share any results or testimonials from people who have used it for cognitive or mood support?
Yeah, you're saying mood support?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, there are many people. What we really need to understand is that our mood, or let's say anxiety and depression, for example, typically, if we have the wrong bacteria in our gut, if we have too much aerobic bacteria, we will have depression, we will have anxiety. If we change the bacteria in the gut to an anaerobic bacteria, then we will not have as much depression and anxiety. And so hydrogen can help because it can restore the terrain and the biome of the gut, and therefore having the right bacteria in the gut will affect mood. Also, when we reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, you're reducing pain in the body. And so when pain receptors are no longer activated, then you're going to have better mood, better outlook on life, happiness, the ability to go and do the things that you want to do. So that's really the cascade of what's happening in the body.
Mm-hmm. So, it's not just gut health, it's total system harmony, and that's so powerful.
Yes, agreed.
So, inflammation and oxidative stress are the root of so many chronic illnesses. How have you seen hydrogen water shift outcomes for people dealing with these issues?
Um, I mean, hydrogen water helps with many, many issues in the body, from physical performance, sports performance, to fatigue, to mental ability, whether it's ADHD or ADD, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, neuro issues, to disease models. And if we understand the way disease models start, they start or are a result of oxidative stress and chronic inflammation. So the leading cause of disease is oxidative stress and chronic inflammation. So when hydrogen naturally reduces these things in the body, then we don't have as many disease models that we're going to potentially contract.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, is it a standalone solution or does it work best alongside other therapies?
It works by itself. And of course, you can utilize it with other modalities with no problem.
Mm-hmm. I love that this empowers people. It's accessible and it works with the body.
Yes, it works in harmony with the body for sure.
Absolutely. If someone's listening and thinking, is this hype or hope? What's one myth or misconception you'd love to clear up about hydrogen water?
Um, People ask all the time, doesn't water already have hydrogen in it? And the answer is no, because what we're doing is we're talking about hydrogen gas. Water is a liquid. Even though H2O, hydrogen and oxygen gas, make up water, once hydrogen and oxygen combine, they form a liquid. And there's no hydrogen gas. So what we're doing is we are taking water, separating the hydrogen and oxygen gas, sending oxygen out to the environment, and we're just dissolving the H2 gas into the water. And that's where the benefits come from.
Mm-hmm. Right. And what's the first step to integrating it into a wellness routine?
Just purchasing like the Echo Flask and beginning to drink the water every day. That's really it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for breaking that down. It feels much more approachable now.
Yes.
So, Paul, thank you for pouring your knowledge, heart, and hope into this conversation. Your dedication to spreading healing through something as elemental as water is nothing short of inspiring. And for listeners who want to learn more, head over to Echo Water and explore the wealth of resources Paul has created. So until next time, may your path to wellness flow as effortlessly as water itself. This is Sacred Harmony. Stay nourished, stay curious.